Imagine a man who spent over 4 decades building one of the most respected careers in American television. A man who won Emmy Awards. A man who directed more than 150 episodes across some of the most beloved shows on TV. A man who stood beside legends, who brought tears to the eyes of millions, who was the kind of figure that other actors looked up to and wanted to work with. Now imagine that same man, at 68 years old, standing in a courtroom in Albuquerque, New Mexico, dressed in an orange prison uniform, surrounded by law enforcement officers, his face a mixture of defiance and disbelief. The cameras are rolling, the headlines are exploding, and the charges against him are among the most serious that any human being, let alone a celebrated public figure, can face. 4 counts of criminal sexual contact of a child. Children who were on a TV set that he controlled. Children who called him Uncle Tim. What happened behind the cameras on the set of The Cleaning Lady? What do the court documents actually say? What is the defense claiming? And where does this case go from here? Stay with me, because this story is far more complicated, far more disturbing, and far more layered than any headline can capture. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button right now and press the bell icon so you never miss a story like this one. Because we go deep. We go through the documents. We go through the court records. We go through every authenticated source. And we give you the full picture. Now let us get into it. Timothy Busfield was born on June 12, 1957, in Lansing, Michigan. His father taught in the drama department at Michigan State University, and that early exposure to the world of performance never left him. He built his career the hard way, grinding through auditions and small roles before landing the part that would define the first chapter of his professional life. He played Elliot Weston on the critically acclaimed drama series Thirtysomething, and that performance earned him an Emmy Award. For anyone in the television industry, that is a career-defining achievement. But Busfield did not stop there. He went on to appear in the iconic film Field of Dreams alongside Kevin Costner. He played Danny Concannon on The West Wing, one of the most celebrated dramatic series in the history of American television. He appeared in Revenge of the Nerds, in Stripes, in Sneakers. He was not just an actor. He became a director. He founded 2 professional theaters in Sacramento, California, the Fantasy Theater and the B Street Theater, which collectively performed for over 200,000 children and adults every single year. He received honorary doctorate degrees from Michigan State University and East Tennessee State University. He was, by every public measure, a pillar of the American entertainment industry. In 2013, he married Melissa Gilbert, the actress beloved by an entire generation for her role as Laura Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. They became one of those couples that the public genuinely rooted for. 2 seasoned veterans of the entertainment world, finding love and building a life together. He directed over 150 episodes of television across shows like This Is Us and The Fosters. And then came The Cleaning Lady, a Fox drama series that would run for 4 seasons and end in 2025. Busfield served as a director and executive producer on the show. It was filmed in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it is on that set where everything began to unravel. According to prosecutors, the allegations cover a period between November 2022 and spring 2024. 2 young boys, twin brothers, were working as child actors on the production. They were between 7 and 8 years old when the alleged incidents began. Both boys told authorities that Busfield had instructed them to call him Uncle Tim. Both boys told authorities that he would interact with them physically on set, tickling them on the stomach and legs. But the allegations go far beyond that. One of the boys told investigators that Busfield had touched his private areas on multiple occasions. He said the alleged touching started when he was just 7 years old. He told authorities he was scared to speak out because he feared that Busfield would get mad at him. That boy has since been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety. The other twin brother also told authorities that he had been touched inappropriately, though he did not specify where. He said he feared getting into trouble for reporting what had happened. According to CBS News, the case came to official attention after the boy's mother took them to a hospital on the advice of a lawyer. Staff members at the University of New Mexico Hospital had also separately flagged concerns in 2024, requesting a formal investigation because it appeared to authorities that the children were being groomed. The Albuquerque Police Department opened a criminal complaint. The complaint detailed the allegations, the timeline, and the conditions on set. An arrest warrant was issued for Timothy Busfield in January of 2026. On January 13, 2026, Busfield surrendered to law enforcement in Albuquerque. Before turning himself in, he recorded a video from his lawyer's office. In that video, obtained by media outlets, he looked directly into the camera and said, and I am paraphrasing because his exact words are copyrighted, that the allegations were horrible lies, that he did not do anything to those little boys, and that he intended to fight the charges with a strong legal team. He was taken into custody and booked. He appeared in court in an orange prison uniform. Melissa Gilbert, his wife of 12 years, broke down in tears in the courtroom. A judge later ordered Busfield's release on his own recognizance without bail, with the condition that he appear at all future court dates. The judge found no pattern of criminal conduct and no similar prior allegations involving children in Busfield's past. The defense team came out swinging immediately. His criminal defense lawyer, Amber Fairberg, argued at the detention hearing that Busfield was no longer in a position of power over anyone. She described him as, in effect, already professionally destroyed, dropped from his talent agency, edited out of a romantic comedy that was about to be released, and what she called canceled by the industry even before any verdict. She submitted more than 70 letters from friends, colleagues, and community members vouching for his character. The defense also disclosed that Busfield had voluntarily undergone and passed a polygraph test in relation to the allegations. His civil attorney, Larry Stein, was blunt in his assessment of the grand jury process, referencing the common legal saying that a grand jury will indict a ham sandwich, meaning that the bar for indictment is relatively low and does not necessarily reflect the strength of the prosecution's ultimate case. The defense has consistently argued that the allegations were manufactured as an act of revenge. According to NBC News, Busfield himself told authorities in a police interview that the boy's mother became angry after her sons were replaced on the cleaning lady, and that he believed the accusations were rooted in that anger. His legal team pointed to what they described as fatal weaknesses in the state's evidence that were already exposed during the January detention hearing. They argued that no amount of additional charging decisions could fix those gaps. Warner Brothers, which produced The Cleaning Lady, conducted its own internal investigation into the abuse allegations. According to CBS News, that investigation was unable to corroborate the claims made against Busfield. Then came February 6, 2026. A Bernalillo County grand jury returned an indictment against Timothy Busfield on 4 counts of criminal sexual contact of a child under the age of 13. The indictment superseded the original charges that had been filed by the county prosecutor the previous month. Bernalillo County District Attorney Sam Bregman announced the indictment publicly, emphasizing that protecting children remained the top priority of his office and that the case would be prosecuted by his office's Special Victims Unit. The indictment itself, reviewed by the BBC, states that on or between October 19, 2022 and September 10, 2023, Busfield touched or applied force to the intimate parts of one of the unnamed boys when that child was under the age of 13. Each felony count carries a potential prison sentence of 6 years, meaning that if convicted on all 4 counts, Busfield could face up to 24 years in a New Mexico state prison. Notably, according to the Associated Press, the grand jury declined to endorse grooming charges that prosecutors had sought. Larry Stein pointed to this as significant, suggesting it indicated that even the grand jury had reservations about parts of the prosecution's case. As the legal process moves forward, the personal toll on everyone involved is impossible to overstate. Melissa Gilbert, the Little House on the Prairie actress who has been with Busfield since 2013, has remained by his side. Her representative issued a statement making clear that she stands with and supports her husband, while also asking the public to respect the family's privacy during this time. She deactivated her personal Instagram account in the wake of the allegations. At the January court hearing, when the judge ordered Busfield's release, she broke down crying in the courtroom. Rolling Stone reported that she later expressed gratitude to her online community for the support they had shown her and Tim during this period, and indicated she would be easing back into public life carefully and thoughtfully. The professional destruction has been swift and comprehensive. Busfield was dropped by his talent agency. He was edited out of a film that had been on the verge of release. The Cleaning Lady, the show at the center of this entire case, ended its run in 2025 after 4 seasons on Fox. The industry that he had dedicated more than 40 years of his life to had, in effect, closed its doors on him before any trial had even begun. That is where this case stands today. A man with an extraordinary career, now facing extraordinary charges. A prosecution that believes it has the evidence to prove serious crimes against children. A defense that believes the case is fundamentally flawed and driven by something other than the facts. 2 young boys at the center of it all, their identities protected, their lives already changed forever regardless of how the legal proceedings ultimately conclude. The presumption of innocence is a cornerstone of the American legal system. Sam Bregman, the district attorney himself, said publicly that Busfield is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. That is not a technicality. That is the foundation of the entire system of justice. At the same time, the voices of the children who came forward, who were evaluated by medical professionals, who were examined by law enforcement, who were flagged by hospital staff as potential victims of grooming, Those voices are now at the center of a formal criminal trial process. This case is expected to move forward to trial. When that trial begins, a jury will hear the evidence. The defense will have every opportunity to challenge that evidence. And the truth, whatever it is, will be tested in open court, where, as Larry Stein himself put it, evidence matters. The world will be watching. The families involved will be waiting. And the justice system of New Mexico will be asked to answer one of the most serious questions it can face. What really happened on that set? And what does justice look like on the other side of this? We will continue to follow every development in this case and bring you the most accurate, verified information as it becomes available. If you found this coverage informative, please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so you are notified the moment we post an update. Share this video with someone who needs to know the full story. And drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this is exactly the kind of case where informed public conversation matters. Thank you for watching.